going on? Oh, what a hack. What a hack. What was that, man? What is going on? Tuesday Night Live crowd, y'all in the house, man. Hey, it's great to see everybody, man. So good to see everybody. We got Sean, plenty old bass, and we got Brant, man. What's up, Brant? What's up, Sean? Good to see y'all, man. Yeah, that was a looper, man, for sure. Hey, what's up, Rev Doc? Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Yeah, man. Life is good. Life is real good, man. Yeah. Man, there's a lot of lives, man. You could make it a full-time gig, man, just making it out to everybody's streams, man. I want to talk about that some tonight when we get into it. Yeah, man, it's good. Tuesday night, 7:30, better time for Sean for sure. I know he already said that. What do you everybody else think? Hopefully it's a little bit better, man. A little bit later, 30 minutes later, but hey, it's all good. Hey, man, I was having a snack. Have I shared the secret sauce with you guys about my snack? Dude, let me tell you about the snack, man. What's up, TSA? Good to see you, my brother. Man, let me tell you what. If you mix candy corn and peanuts, you basically get a delicious little treat, man. Outstanding. It's just like a payday bar. I don't know if I could say payday bar, copyright and all that, man, but yeah, man, get you some candy corn and some peanuts. Now, be aware, be advised, my brothers and sisters, that candy corn is a seasonal delicacy. So you may not be able to find it right now. Man, my daughter stocked up on the candy corn, Jack. Anyway, well, it's just talking about snacks. I had a little something before we came on live streaming. All right, we got the time surfing alien, aka TSA. We got the Rev Doc. We got plenty old bass. Sean is in the house. And we got my good brother Brant holding it down, Jack. He is the moderator of moderators. So you got a question, you ask Tone about it, man. Cal, what is up, Cal? Good to see you, my brother. How you and Rocco getting along, man? Y'all doing all right up there? Man, it's good to see everybody tonight, man. Good to see everybody. I just want to thank everybody for hanging out on my crazy little adventures, these little journeys I've been posting, man. And yeah, just celebrated 200 vids not too long ago. And who knows, man, how many more are under the hood? Guess we'll find out together. But man, thanks for hanging out on a Tuesday night, man. I was making a vid earlier this week, and I was just kind of talking about how I had just come from. Actually, it was Rev Doc's. Rev Doc does a live on Monday nights called Manic Monday. Rev, you can put the time and the time zone in the chat, man, if you will. That help everybody out to know when you go live on Monday nights. And then we've got Searching for Tone on Wednesday nights. I frequent that just very rarely, man, because Wednesday nights for me, I'm otherwise indisposed at the church doing my thing. But yeah, man, when I'm not there, like to hang out with Searching for Tone, man. RJ's Cave. I know some of you hang out at RJ's Cave periodically. His live, I think, is on Sunday night. I don't remember the time offhand. So, guys, if you don't know these channels too, man, let me encourage you to check some of them out, man. There's some great guys putting out some great content. I know Sean and Kathy over Scar My Guitar, they do a live stream as well. I believe that's Saturday night. Saturday evenings, man. Thanks. Yeah, I see Branch is putting in channel names in the chat. Thank you, brother, for doing that. And I made a new acquaintance, man. Actually, a cat I've been watching for a while. You guys should go and search for Music and Gear. The cat's name is Avery, and he does deep dive reviews. He does all kind of review products, man. And anyway, I've been hanging out on his live. He just got his live stream going. I was there. He did like a test Friday night. I hung out for a while there, and then they went live on Saturday night, and I hung out with them, man. And this cat, I wish, man, I wish that I had known what I know about this cat about 2.5 months ago when I started that PV Nitro project. This brother is like a Kaler kind of Floyd Rose licensed bridge kind of connoisseur aficionado, has lots of practice. I don't know that he would call himself an expert, so I will not call him one. But man, just a great guy, man. Welcomed me into his live and visited with me about a couple of things. But man, I wish I had known him personally. Hey, Snug, what's up, man? I see you, brother. I'm just rambling on, dude. That's what I'm doing. But I'm trying to catch up the chats too, man. Thanks, Brant, for putting RJ's time and time zone in there, man. Yeah, man. So really appreciate you guys hanging out. But yeah, man. So Avery over at Music and Gear told me, man, check this out, guys. That Kahler bridge, Kahler 2700 series bridge, that bridge alone is worth $600, man, because they don't make them anymore and you can't find parts. And man, that blew me away. So guess what, man? So I saw my friend Sunday and I was asking him about the guitar. And he said, oh, man, I love it. I said, you playing it? He said, well, I haven't played it so much yet. I said, dude, you need to play that guitar, man. Yeah, Rev Doc, it was a $600 bridge. Well, it is now. You know, the guitar ain't worth $600, but that Kahler 2700, yeah, man, it for sure worth $600 these days. But yeah, so he was saying to me, I said, well, man, do me a favor, play the guitar, because I set the guitar up for my player preferences. I didn't know how you liked your action. So play it, man, and yeah, get back to me. And if I need to do anything to it for you, I'd be glad to do that, man. But then his wife, man, that night, she sent me a vid that didn't have any video, but she was like in the kitchen or something, and this brother was in the living room just jamming, man, rocking that vintage PV guitar, man. Yeah, dude, he was doing it. And she said, he doesn't know I'm recording. I'm in the kitchen. He's in the living room. Oh, man, it was so hard not to put that on the tube, man. I mean, I know I just did, but I mean like the actual playing, man. But little 80s 90s rock and roll going down, man. It was just man, it gave my heart so much joy, man. So much joy, dude. But yeah, I was watching Music and Gears live the other night, and just chilling, talking out, and he's hanging out. He's playing like Kramer's, like from the late 80s, early 90s, man. And just, talking and riffing and talking about gear and stuff, man. Check it out, guys. I think if you search for Music and Gear, it'll get, oh, hey, there's Music and Gear right there. What's up, Avery? I'm just talking about you, bro. Man, talking about your live, talking about that Kahler bridge, man. How much you said it might be worth the other night, dude. Welcome to the live stream, my brother. Guys, say hey to Avery, man. Music and Gear, if you don't mind, and check his channel out, man. It's You can find it if you punch in Music and Gear in the search, but it comes up something different. There you go. Thanks, Brent. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. So welcome, guys. But yeah, so man, there's lots of cool live streams going out. And what's up? Searching for Tone is in the house. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, man. Yeah. So anyway, so I would encourage you, man, check those channels out, hang out with some folks, man. And yeah, man, this little guitar community we got going on, man, is just an awesome thing, man. Yeah. Thanks. Brent's put Music and Gears channel in the chat, guys. Check him out, man. You'll dig it. If you dig what I do, you'll dig what he does, man. So yeah, man. Well, what is up, man? Life is just rocking and rolling, man. Well, I want to talk about the Leo kit just a little bit. I want to talk about my single cut Les Paul copy journeys that I'm going to begin in just a little bit. And yeah, just talk about a few things like that, man. But I tell you what, man, dude, this morning, I woke up and did my thing and went to read some comments on some vids, man. And dudes, a guy called me a snob, man. I wasn't offended by it. And he wrote like a whole paragraph, man. Like if I'd have printed it out, it would have been maybe half a page. And he was talking about what a snob I was and how I was shaming people for buying budget guitars and, how I was, complaining and whining and my hands must be soft because, I was complaining about the fret ends. And man, I was a little bit shocked by that. I mean, I don't know how anybody can watch this channel and think that I got anything against budget guitars, man. But anyway, so I responded to the guy, man, and I just said, "Say, man, no, that doesn't ring a bell, Rev." And I'm not. Look, I'm going to a good place with this, okay? But man, I said again, thanks TSA. You have seen a few vids, man. I know you have, Jack. But yeah, man, I just replied and I thanked the guy, man. I thanked him for taking the time. I mean, anybody that's going to take the amount of time it took him to write that. And I said, man, I appreciate your opinion. I value your opinion. What's up, Yard? 2 yards in the house. What's up, bro? And I said, dude, I think if you watch more of my vids, you'd probably get a different understanding about what I'm about and probably characterize my channel a little bit differently. But hey, man, appreciate it. Appreciate the comment. Appreciate the thought, all that. And then the guy commented back, man, and said, thank me for my reply and, told me about how we need more I don't know, man. I'm not going to read the comments to you, but basically mature people, I guess, on YouTube. And anyway, man, I think we landed at a good place, man. But yeah, it's all good. Yeah, thanks, Tone, Brant. Yeah, there's some great music over at 2 Yards channel. If you haven't rocked over at 2 Yards, you might want to check him out, man. Yeah, Rev, man, I know that there's I don't want to talk too much about all the haters, man, but yeah, I get some of that occasionally. The only thing Ted holds against budget guitars are tools. Yeah, that's right, Cal. That's right, man. Yeah, that's right. YouTube hurts small channels for sure, man. Yeah. Well, guys, man, what I thought I'd do tonight, this might be a little bit weird, okay? And I'm going to try something because I don't know if I can do it or know how to do it. So we're going to give it the old college try, man, and just see if I can pull this off. So I'm going to attempt to share my screen, and I just want to talk through something with you tonight. Let's see. That is not the right button. Guys, I know there's a whole conversation going on in the chat, man. Yeah, Rev, I get it, man. I do, I try to thank everybody for commenting, and man, I wish I'd have tested this before, man, because yep, I'm working on the high tech stuff, my brothers. Give me just a second. Well, I can't. Yeah, okay, maybe I can't do all that right now. Well, oh man, I was going to tell a story, man, and hey, what's up, Stealth Guitar, man? Another new channel that I found, man. You guys should slide over there and check it out, man. He's doing a repair of a mandolin right now and has done some kits. Going to work on a jazz guitar kind of kit, man. So yeah, it's all good. Well, guys, I had an elaborate, and I'm saying an elaborate PowerPoint presentation of live action photos of this cat right here playing guitar. No, man. And listen, guys, it was the 80s. Forgive the Confederate flag if that's offensive to you. It was the 80s, and we dug Skynyrd, man. So anyway, enough said about that. But the point is not the flag, man. That is me playing my first actual made in the USA Gibson Les Paul, man. Yeah, it was a different time, Rev, for sure. I bought this Les Paul in 1985-ish, 6, somewhere in there, for $500 in a music store, man. Yeah, Plenty of Bass and I, man, O'Shawn and I remember a time when you could buy a used Gibson made in America axe, man, for 500 bones, man. So I was going to talk through kind of my journey with single cuts and kind of segue into what we're doing right now. Yeah, that was a deal, man. It was a deal, Avery, for sure, man. Wasn't right outside Baltimore, Maryland, man. Is where I picked it up. Nice burgundy color. Anyway, so when I talk about budget guitars, one of the criticisms or one of the things that people love to say, and again, I don't want to give too much space in my head or time on our channel, that basically, talking about what naysayers might say, but I get it, man. Some people could hear me say, I've owned Gibsons and, made in America Fenders and Sterling and la, 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 la. And people say, yeah, sure you did. All you want to do is, shrill budgets or trash budgets or whatever they think my motives are. But I've had a history with single cuts. It started with a Hondo single cut, Plenty of Bass and I in our band. That's the first guitar I played in the band. But as far as I remember, Sean, you can keep me honest, bro. My memory ain't what it used to be. But yeah, so I got that Gibson, and I've had a couple of other Gibson USA products. The latest one, and I wish I could get the problem is I didn't test how to share my screen, and so I can't share because Google wants me to relaunch the app, which would, I don't know what it would do to the stream. Probably kill it, and then everybody would be sad because, we're hanging out. So anyway, the last Gibson USA product I owned was an SG that I called Cocoa. Kind of like nice, like tobacco, dark tobacco burst. And then through the years, man, I have had Epiphone LPs for days, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Avery. If the guitar makes you want to play it, it's a good guitar. It doesn't matter what you paid for it, man. That ain't no joke. I always say if it sounds good to your ears, if it feels good to your hands, and when you see it, you got to play, man, that is a great guitar, man, for sure. So I went through this phase of Epiphone single cuts. They were all Honeyburst. And so I've got pictures of all these, and maybe I'll make a vid of the pictures or something and put it out. But all that to say, I've also, I mean, I've had just about every Epiphone thing, but on this channel so far, what we've been talking about mostly have been Tellies and Strats. So the shift is going to be, we're going to shift to Les Pauls, to LP copies, single cut. You know, I mentioned single cut, and somebody asked me what a single cut was, and I said, well, it's basically code for an LP. And then 5150 said, hey man, a Telecaster is a single cut. I was like, oh man, come on guys. There's 5150. There he is right there, man. Yeah, man. He set me straight. He said a Telecaster is a single cut too, Jack. So when I say single cuts for context on the stream here, man. Hey, Rev Doc, we'll see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by. But so when I say single cuts, just in the context of our conversation, I mean LP copies. And I don't even mind calling them Les Pauls. I'm not a guy that's like, you can't call it a Les Paul if it's not a Gibson USA, whatever. To me, it's a style. Yeah. So, yeah. So what we're going to do on the channel, I guess most of you, I think I've heard from most of you that you watched or commented the kit guitar that I just got from Leo. So what I really wanted to do, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to get Leo's kit. And again, man, people think I hate Leo. The guy I was talking about earlier that called me a snob, on the Leo vids. It was a comment on one of the Leo vids. And I was like, dude, anyway, I didn't fight with the guy or anything. I told everybody what I said. I don't need to repeat that. And key point, we ended in a good place, so I think he understands me. I understand him. Life is good. But man, I don't know how anybody could watch those Leo vids and not tell that neck was jacked up, man. But anyway, I ain't going to talk about it. But because I made that vid, and that's like the third or fourth most watched videos that I have on the channel are about the Leo. And, thousands of views on those. And so, I said in the original videos, I ain't got nothing against Leo, man. I mean, Leo James Company, I got nothing against the company. Certainly got nothing against the CEO. I mean, I saw him at NAMM. I wasn't at NAMM, but I saw some people who were at NAMM taking pictures with him. And Bald Shredder was there walking around live with his camera, and he was he called him Leo, actually. I think he had a name tag on that said Leo. I don't think that's his real name. But anyway, yeah. So people think I'm like trashing the guitars and trashing that dude. Look, I got two guitars that were jacked up, and the company didn't make it right. That's how I see it. That's the truth as I know it. But that doesn't mean I don't ever want to own a Leo James guitar. And it doesn't mean I think they're trash. And it certainly didn't have anything to do with the integrity of the owner of the company, man. It was just me sharing my honest feedback about two guitars that both had the same problem that I purchased for my grandson. And yeah, I got my feelings about it maybe a little bit because it was for my grandson. But all of you have seen what I can do to a guitar, and not in a good way. So man, I don't mind a scratch or a ding or a dent, but those guitars, man, were jacked up. All right, get off the soapbox, Ted, and move on, right? So anyway, so the first kit is the Leo kit. What I really wanted to do, man, Feasley LPs. Yeah, man. 5150 is talking about the Feasley. Some people say Fesley. I'd say Feasley. Reviewed 5 or 6 Leo jams, but they have been a miss on QC on my channel. All right, music and gear. Thanks, Avery. Bad fretwork most of the time. I'm honest about reviews. Yes, you are, brother. I've watched your reviews, but they were getting better as time went on. Yeah, I mean, I get. Look, everybody's company is going to take a dip, man. I mean, we could. Plenty Old Bass worked at the big box store, man. He toured the factory of a company that we will not name by name, and can just tell us, man. I mean, empirical evidence that companies have slumps, man. Sometimes the products are better than other times. I mean, just the way it is. But I mean, I get that. So what I wanted to do, man, is I wanted to get a Leo kit, and I wanted to get a Feasley kit, truthfully, because the telly that I did was a Feasley, and it worked out all right. Yeah, thanks. 5150 says they're impossible to burst the LPs from Feasley in their kit. But I wanted to get 2 kits, right? And so here's my idea. Okay. So if I was going to go buy an Epiphone Les Paul tomorrow, hey, what's up, Daniel? Man, from England. Thanks for hanging out on the channel with us, dude. Yeah, man. Great to see you. Great to meet you. But if I was going to go buy an Epiphone tomorrow, I would go and find a Honeyburst LP standard. I don't need a Pro. I've had a Pro. The last one I had was a Pro. I think it was a Pro Traditional or something like that. I can't remember the name, but it had Pro in it, and it had this coil split. I ain't gonna split into a coil, man. What? We've all met. I'm not gonna even dignify, my excuses for you. A Pango kit, man. I've never heard of a Pango kit. Daniel. Oh, that's a custom, Sean. Yeah, but it was a sweet ride, man. But here's my point, okay? If I wanted to go and buy that Honeyburst Epiphone standard, dude, $450, easy. Maybe used, I could get one for $4. Maybe. If the stars aligned and the heavens opened and all that, maybe, man. But I just, I don't know, man. I don't want to spend $400 on a guitar anymore. Not with the budget, not with what the budgets are doing. So in the same way that we've talked about tellies and strats, and guys, look, I'll just tell the truth and shame the devil because that's what I do. My telly search is over. The Tees telly, that's all the telly I need. Now, J-Man ain't here tonight, but if he were, I would tell my brother, say, man, if you ever get one of those Musi tellies that somebody returned from Amazon or whatever, somehow J-Man ends up with returns from Amazon on Musi guitars. In fact, he's done some bids on those, like why would somebody return this kind of a vid? And so Jay, man, you get a Musi telly, hook me up because I do want to compare it against the Tees. But guys, the Tees wins for me right now. Okay. In fact, I sold my Firefly FFTL. I sure did. I sold it to another channel, and I won't say who because they're not here, and I didn't ask to divulge that, and that probably ain't the world's business right now. But I did sell it to another channel, and I made them a great deal on it. So, it's not like I'm not flipping houses or guitars, guys. I'm not trying to buy a guitar for, something and put, some of my cheap parts in it and sell it, for all that. But, yeah, man. And so the telly I kept was the one of the first Tees tellies, man, the SB edition, the SBH edition, before it was the SBH HD and now the E and all that. It does not have, yeah, it does have a humbucker in the bridge, and it has a single coil in the neck. Man, I knew you did something in construction, brother. But yeah, I can see you flipping houses, bro. One of my favorite LP, a Honeyburst. Yeah, bro. I'm a Honeyburst dude, man. I am. I'm trying for sure. I'm gonna try to make one, as a matter of fact. But and if you're really kind of clever, it's sitting on the table behind me. No, don't look that hard at my stuff, man. I'm right here. I'll hide it. Yeah, man. I'm embarrassed to show it to you. I don't want to ruin the surprise either, dude. You're gonna have to sit through 12 videos to see that shock and awe. That is that lame attempt at my Honeyburst. Anyway, so you know, so Tees, man, right now the Tees telly, it was a first run, one of the first ones they got in the shop, and I picked it up from Torsten. He had it laying around the shop. I play that guitar almost every day. It's the one I'm doing the neck on, and in the other the water stain, and then I'll move to oil stain later on that deal. But so Strat, I'm happy with my Tees Strats. The Visor is okay. I got it sitting right here. If I can move it on, I would. But T Strats are working for me. All right, let me check the chat here just for a minute. Pango kits or mahogany, same crappy hardware. Yep. But if you pop in some Tone Rider, all right, pick up some Geiger hardware. They are really, really good. Hey, I know a guy whose channel has a Geiger code. Hint, hint. It's in the description below if anybody wants to buy some Geiger products from Geiger. You certainly don't have to. Yeah, TSA, man. The Tees guitars, man, they are what they say they are. Has been my experience, man. Okay, man. See you, Stealth, man. Appreciate your vids. Appreciate you hanging out. Spend a little bit of time with us, bro. Yeah, good to have you. So yeah, guys. Yeah, I like the looks and sound of Tees guitars. Yeah. So here's the thing. I'll just take a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to that, Avery. I don't want to lose that thought about the Nashville Strat. I want to hear about that. So they sent me a SBH HD to review. Torsten did. The guys over at Tees. It was the only guitar that has been sent to me by a company for review. And that's how we got the channel code, where if you buy anything at Tees, you can get saved $5 on the channel. I donated that guitar to a young college student, a young brother that plays guitar at his church and is a music major, ministry, worship, arts kind of guy at his college. And I asked some guys I knew who I had that who they knew that I could donate that to, and they hooked me up with that young man. That vid's in the playlist in the description below if you want to see that. But here's my point. They sent me that guitar to review. I've bought 3 Tees guitars since then. I'm talking about bought, not sent for free, not heavily discounted. I didn't even use my own channel code when I bought my Tees guitars. I just didn't. So now one of them was a shop guitar, and the other one was really, I bought a body and a neck that Torsten had hanging around. So, but yeah, I've got 3 Tees guitars right now. So Telecaster Strat, I'm kind of done right now. And so I thought, well, man, I need to get into single cuts. Let's see if I can find a Honey. Honey is code for an Epiphone standard look, feel, sound guitar for under 300, if not under 2. So, yikes, that's a pretty tall order. All right, Avery, I know you said you had a Nashville. Did you say you had a Nashville Telly or a Nashville Strat? I didn't catch it quick enough. Yeah, it's funny. I was looking at the kit guitar today, and it has more of a C or a modern C shape. I'm used to the baseball bat. I don't know if that puts me in the 50s or 60s era, Avery, but I think in the 50s they were thicker. In the 60s they became thinner. Is that right? Yeah, 50s neck is, yeah, 50s is fat, right? So I don't mind them being a little bit thinner, but that's just what I'm used to. That's to me, that's what a Les Paul feels like. And again, I've complained. I haven't complained. I hope I'm not complaining. I have mentioned on the channel about the weight of guitars being an issue for me, because I'm not as young as I used to be. And when I do one of my Joyful Noise gigs, a couple hours with a strap and a heavy guitar, man, yeah, I just don't dig that, bro. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just checking out. All right, got yeah, some tea stuff. Yep. Uh, yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, 50s at 13 pounds. Yeah, man. They're heavy guitars. Now, truthfully, all right. So, in my context, what I usually do, like if I play a church gig or something, I sit on a stool in the back and I just play melodic riffs of whatever the singer just sang and freestyle. I mean, that's what I do. I usually call it BB King riffs, but they're not technically BB King, but it's kind of bluesy, kind of melodic, sounding filler. I mean, complementary to the song, not just trying to solo or anything like that. And so I could sit on the stool with my heavy guitar and do that, and nobody requires me to stand up. But weight is of an issue for me sometimes. Hey, John, what's up, bro? I see you, man. Sorry, dude. I'm mid streaming uh, in my stories and trying to look over to chat with the other eyeball, man. But you got some good folks out here. I know you guys are having some juicy convos on the side, man. So yeah, I'd like to offer an alternative. Um, I play Striper under the singer. Yeah, bro, something like that. You know what's funny, man? And of course, none of this. Look, I don't read music. I think I covered that in one of the videos I mentioned. I don't know if I've posted that one or not. I don't read music. I don't do tabs. I had like what was that, Mel Bay chord book? Like when I first got an acoustic guitar, learned, C, D, and G. I think I had an Eagles songbook once, but I don't read music. I don't know how to read music, and I've just never taken the time to learn. Tab looks weird to me, and I can't ever figure it out. So I'm probably just not, I don't know, as brilliant enough as I need to be to do the tab. So I play by ear. I play almost everything by ear. Much to Sean's chagrin when we were back in the band rocking and rolling. Of course, we wrote mostly our own tunes, man. So that's the beauty of that. If you're doing covers, you got to learn to play it like the record, play it like the. No, man, forget that. Play it the way you would play it. That's what I think. Or write your own stuff, man. So anyway, yeah, there you go. There's Sean, man. Sean will keep me honest, guys. I cannot tell a lie. Because Sean will be on me, man. You keep me honest, bro. You tell him what's up if I get off base. But yeah, so, when I think about a single cut, my mind goes to that standard Honeyburst LP, kind of a thicker neck. That's what I like. So And I'd like to just find out, man, is it possible to find a little something, something out there? I'm going to say $300 range because here's what I know. This kit guitar, it was $179 on Amazon. You can get them at Temu for $149, I think, something like that. The Feasley kits are also $179. Now I did go out to Guitar Kit World. I can't drop 300 on a kit, man. I can't do it. And I'll check out this Pango thing, man. I went to a site the other day and I'd never heard of it, and I got kind of skittish about it because it's online, and I don't always know about that, man. Yeah. Agile guitars, great budget LPs. All right, brother. I had to go back in the chat and write some of this down and do some homework, man. Yeah. I saw a cat. Who is that? Fulton Street. Does anybody know that channel? Two Bike Mike turned me on to Fulton Street, and he was doing a kit. I think it was from Guitar Kit World or something like that. But yeah, man. So all that to say, I'm just curious, man. I found Tellys and I found Strats that are good guitars for under $300, man. Now they don't have the name brand on them, but guess what? I don't care about that. If it sounds good to my ears, feels good in my hands, and when I see it, I got to play it. It's a great guitar. So I wanted to get the Leo, and I wanted to get a Feasley kit, and I wanted to unbox them at the same time and look at the neck. Yeah, Explorer. Okay, Brent. Yeah, you just trolling, bro. Brent wants me to do an Explorer. Yeah. Yeah, well, here's the thing about the set neck, man. The Leo, you glue the neck in. I mean, doesn't make it a one piece, but you glue it in. As the Feasley you bolt on. But I just wanted to kind of do a comparison, here's the neck, here's the body, these frets are okay, those frets, whatever it turned out to be. But man, my channel is not monetized. I don't make any money doing any of this. I buy all the stuff myself. The only two things that have ever been sent to me was the Tees SBH HD and that foot switch from Rockstock. The pedal company sent me that switch. But yeah, man. Yeah, okay. I hear you, Sean. Yeah, man, I do, bro. But so I just didn't have the cash to get the two kits and do that, because I may or may not have. Yeah, it was the pedal board light. That's right. Rockstock pedal board light. Talk about weight. The Gibson Explorer I had in the 80s. Wow. Weight is an understatement. They look heavy, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, marketplace or pawn shops, that's good. I don't feel good about reviewing a used guitar. If I'm going to do a review, I want it to be something that's new, out of the box or off the shelf or something like that. I do have one of my nephews is going through a hard time right now, and so he's not living at home. So I ended up with his grandfather's guitar. It's a Takamine, I think, an aged one, and he's got like a Squier Strat back there that's covered in stickers. And I may do a review of those, but I just don't know if it's fair to do a review of a used guitar, because I never know. How much setup did somebody have to do? How much fretwork do they have to do? Are these the stock pickups? All the things. But that's just me, man. Yeah. Honestly, you can bolt the Leo Jams neck on. Just use ferrules and long screws. It'll look weird, but you can do it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good, man. Yeah, I'm gonna throw some glue in it when I get it all dyed up, stained up, and I'm gonna try it, man. What's the worst thing can happen? That's what I say. But so I bought the Leo kit, and then guys, I bought a single cut, a different from a different place. Famous last words. Thanks, Sean. What's the worst thing can happen? And look, you guys have been on the channel. You've seen the worst things that can happen to guitars. Oh man, yeah. Please check neck angle before gluing. Yeah, I know, man. I don't. I know. I know the truss rod works, but shoots, man, you get that wrong. I don't know. I guess there's a way to take a glued in neck apart, but clamp it really good and wipe the glue off really good. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, bro. I'm gonna do it the best I can. Yeah, I appreciate that, Brent. You see a lot of trial and error on this channel, and again, I don't screw things up on purpose, man. I make plenty of mistakes. I don't edit out any of the mistakes or the boneheadedness because, man, I think there's value in people seeing that, man. Maybe somebody can learn what not to do, by watching some of my crazy stuff. But yeah, I really wanted the Feasley, but I bought this other single cut. It should be here later this week. And it was sub $200. I think it was right at 207 with tax. So we'll see. And so here's the idea. Okay. So, and I talked to a cat today, man, that wanted to buy one of my guitars. And, he was telling me he was kind of in between jobs and, all this kind of stuff. And he said, man, I got $300. I had to sell all my gear once before. I'm trying to rebuild. I've only got 300 bones. And so I want to be able to say to somebody who's got 300 bones, man, all right, well, here's some options for you, Yeah. So both of these guitars, the Leo, look, the tuners on that kit, yeah, I can already tell you, for me, I'd replace the tuners. The pickups, I haven't heard them yet. That's one thing I didn't like about it, because it's a glue-in neck. And I probably could have put the neck in and played the guitar, but I didn't want to do that because I didn't know if you could or not. So I haven't heard those pickups yet, but it's a kit guitar. And, humbuckers, the kind I buy, are inexpensive. So, I really don't know what it's going to sound like, but I know, okay, so J-Man, you missed it, almost all of it. What do you mean? What did you miss, man? What's up? J-Man's in the house, everybody. Yes, bro, this is live, man. You are live with Ted and the gang, bro. We are all here. I've already talked about you at least once, man, if not twice. No, I think it was just once. Oh, yeah, man. Well, hey, customers take priority, dude. There ain't no joke about that. And you get a vid out of it that I want to see, Jack. So that's all to the good. But yeah, I mean, so here's what I know. Okay, so if I said to this person, well, for $179, you could get a kit guitar. Well, here's what we know about the kit guitar, right? You're going to have to basically recap Ted Talks Guitars and Life all caught up. Thanks, Brian. But yeah, I mean, okay, so look, you buy a kit for $179, you're going to put some money into it, right? You're going to do stuff to it, man. You're going to either get a pickup or put some tuners on it. So it's not $179. That's not the cost. And so when I get done with the project, I'll give you a cost like I've done all the other projects I've done. Here's what it cost me, or here's what it would cost you. Let's say I have if I have pickups laying around the shop, man, I'm not going to buy them. I'm going to use the ones I have. But I'll tell you how much they would have been had I purchased them. And that way you get an accurate expenditures of what the project would cost you. So, and then the single, the LP copy that I've got coming, $200 shipped to my door, including tags. So I'm thinking more than likely it's going to need something, pickups, tuners. I don't know what it's going to need. I've never had one before. So I don't know what we're getting ourselves into with that deal for sure, guys. But so I guess what I'm going to have to resort to right now, because I couldn't do the two kits side by side. And I know I can get the other kit and I can say, well, here's this kit. Do you remember the Leo kit? But nobody's going to remember the Leo kit. I just thought it was so cool, man, to have it, just straight up side by side, opening the boxes and all that kind of stuff. Still need straps, strings, picks, tuner, and amp too. Yeah, that's true, bro. Guys, Washburn. Have you seen this Washburn thing? I was like on Facebook. Washburn Guitars has it's a guitar, it's a gig bag, it's an amp, it's a cord. Now, whatever you say about the cord. It's like under $200. I was so tempted, but it was a Strat copy, and I'm kind of Strat rich at the moment, which is my fault. Anyway, so what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up doing a kit guitar versus a prefab guitar. Yeah, Squire has, all that for sure, man. What's up, String Pickers? What's up, man? Good to see you. Is it a Bahama? No, it is not, my friend, but I know you got one. Yeah, I think it was about 149 snug. You're right on, man. Yeah, that's right. What's up, Jackie? Jackie Treehorn. All right. Good to see y'all. Good to hang out with you. But yeah, so I think the best I can do right now is going to be the kit versus the prefab. What I think is going to be consistent is that they're both going to require parts. So here's what I don't know. Okay. I don't know what parts I will need to get the guitar to my player preference, to where it sounds good in my ears, feels good in my hands. And when I look at it, I'm going to want to play it. Okay. So I don't know what the cost is going to be. I don't know that it's truly under $300 yet, because I haven't got the kit together and don't have the other one in my hand and have not assessed them, put together or prefab. So I'm hoping I can come in under 300, just have options. And I know, man, out on Avery's channel, Music and Gear, man, Fireflies, there's stuff out there. I've been out to Guitars Garden and looked around, but it seems like they're going up, not down in prices. But yeah, it's, but I've seen Fireflies. I know, Leo has some prefab ones, and all that, but I just went a different route entirely. One, my curiosity got the better of me on the prefab one, and I'll drop a vid when I get it, and all that kind of stuff. Hey guys, Brant is dropping channel names and links in the chat. Do yourself a favor, man. If you dig hanging out with me, you will dig the channels that are getting dropped in the chat right now, man. So check them out and join their live streams, man. I can't always stay for an hour, man. And some of my brothers are prolific, man. They 2 hours, 3 hours. Brian went 3 hours one night. I was not there. But I at least pop in, man, just show some people some love, like, hang out, give them a shout out. And, man, I really enjoy just sitting around talking guitars and life clearly. Yeah, let me catch up here on the chat. Harley Benton Fusions are good. Yeah. Yeah, Daniel, I've seen some of those reviewed, man. I'm an old man. I'm kind of traditionalist on some of these things. So I didn't know how I felt about the Fusion, but they look good. ERT guitars, yeah, they've still got some 250S models out there. Good fretwork, the ones you've seen. Yeah, that's good, Avery. Thanks for sharing that, man. So I think you've had quite a few Fireflies come through your shop, if I'm not mistaken, as well. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I just want to see what's out there, man. And just on my own journey. And maybe one day, kind of the dream, the idea is I'm going to have a Strat, a Tele, and a Les Paul. And they'll be my three ride or die, compadres to go with my old Epiphone acoustic, man, that I've had for 4 decades, and she is holding strong and steady. She does need a little bit of the SG, Sean. Yeah, man. I guess maybe I should finish my sentences before I jump to the chat, right? Yeah, maybe let me back up and do that. So my Epiphone acoustic I've had for over 4 decades. She does need a little bit of work, and I don't know anything about acoustic guitar work, and I don't know if I have the time or you have the patience to watch me learn that mess. Yeah, the SGs. The Fireflies. Yeah, that's what you've had, Avery. Yep. The SG was an interesting thing, and again, I mentioned Coco. I just had the Epiphone SG come through the shop. The project repairs in the description below if you want to see that playlist. Came in with a broken neck. We fixed it up. All those kind of things. I did end up selling that guitar. I think I told everybody that. Even though it showed up at my door for free, broken, and just here, do what you can do to it. If you want it, here it is. But I put enough paint and parts into that I just felt like I should sell it. I sold it for like $100, man. It was just spray paint cost. I bought like 3 sets of nuts that didn't work. So, oh man, what a good time it is hanging out with you guys. Yeah, so the SG, man, I kind of liked it. I didn't love playing an SG. There was something about it that didn't feel right to me. Coco was a sweet guitar, man. Made in USA, Gibson. I got it at the box store. It was back in the used room, and they want a little bit of money for it, and I gave them a little bit of money for it because they saw me coming, I guess. But I didn't have it very long. I traded it in on it might have been that Olympic white Fender USA Strat that I had for a while. But guys, look, I'm not dropping USA to like, oh, look at Ted. He's had these expensive guitar. I'm just separating things out. I'm categorizing things. That's all I'm doing. Look, man, I wish I could. I'm going to tell you this story. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story. Is that okay? Well, you're a captive audience unless you click buy, so I guess it's up to me what I say. On this, I had this fabulous PowerPoint that I told you about. The last picture, I'll tell you the story that goes with that picture. I lived in the Philippines in the late 80s for a couple of years. And I left my Epiphone, the same one that's sitting over there behind me, home. And so I got to Manila. I was living there a few months, and I said, man, I gotta get a guitar. So here's what happened. This is kind of what started a lot of my thinking about guitars and the value of guitars and all those things. Even though I had an Epiphone, which some people would say an Epiphone is a knockoff. An Epiphone is not a real Gibson guitar, right? Same way, Squire's not a real Fender guitar. Okay, whatever. So I'm in Manila. I'm in a music store. And I walk over, and there are two Burgundy acoustic guitars side by side. Same model, same relative. I mean, they're almost identical, okay? But they're not identical. One of them costs 5 times as much as the other. And so I said to the clerk, hey, man, let me holler at you for a minute. The clerk came over. I said, these guitars look very similar. I've played them. They play fairly similar. What's the difference between these two guitars? And this brother, Filipino brother, said to me, well, that guitar is made in America, so it has to be better than what we can make here. Guys, I'm just telling you, that broke my heart, because I played both of those guitars and I could not feel or hear a qualitative difference between those instruments. But my Filipino brother did not think that his stuff, his handmade stuff, could compete with our brand name stuff over here. And ever since then, man, not just guitars, but lots of things in life, I remember that story. And I remember where value comes from and what determines value. And I remember how insulting of an idea it is. This kind of us and them, import, homegrown, all those kind of things. TSA has said it well in the chat. My brothers and sisters, the last time I checked, wood is wood. Now, some people would debate with you, TSA. You will not get that debate from me. I see that Brant has shouted out Cal's channel in the chat. Hey, Brant, thanks, brother, for putting everybody's channel in the chat. And guys, we are 2 minutes past time. And you know that I love hanging out with you, man. One of my favorite things is talking to y'all, whether it's in a video or live or sometimes on the phone or an email. My email address is ted@tedtalksguitars.com. If you forget that, you can find it on the channel. If there is ever, and I'm saying ever, anything I can do for you, and I'm not talking about guitar advice because I'm an expert. You've been on the channel, I ain't no expert. I'm one guy on a journey. But if there's ever anything that you need, you just want somebody to talk to about a struggle, maybe you're going through a little something, you just need an ear to listen, just need a friend, man, dude, reach out. Yeah, man, I don't know if I should give my phone number out just public like that, but if you 5150 said, yeah, man, give me your phone number. I tell you what, anybody that emails me and asks, I will give you my phone number straight up, but probably not probably not cool to just shout that out right here. I don't know, does that sound weird? I'm over myself. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. 5150, I don't even know your name, Jack. You know how awkward it is for me to call you BCG 5150 Guitars? That ain't a name, man. But 5150 will have to work until you tell me your name and give me permission to say it. Other than that, I ain't mad at you. Guys, if there's ever anything that I can do for you, man, yep, reach out to me. Love to visit with you. Love to walk with you, man. If there's ever anything I can do to be helpful, I want to help you. Well, guys, wherever you are in your guitar journey, man, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Hey, rock on with your best selves, everybody. Maybe we'll do this next week. Catch you down the road.